Hello, lights. This is the Ancient Mystery School, and class is in session. Today we're going to talk about, we're going to have a word about your importance. I'm going to give you the grounding exercise and a power call. Please excuse any sniffling you might hear. You might remember I live in the high desert, so there's no keeping up with the dust. And since we are experiencing 100-degree weather, I have about 5 fans running most of the time. I have to turn them all off now, of course, so I can record. But it's a vortex. It's a dust vortex. So try to ignore the sniffling, and I'll do the best I can. Lights, I've been feeling a little bummed out lately. I've been sad and concerned about this channel because it isn't getting enough attention. I guess it's algorithms that keep it pushed so far back on the list. Even when I search it word for word, all kinds of things pop up far before the Ancient Mystery School. Of course, there could be divine timing involved here and, spiritual protection that's keeping us the way we are right now. So I got to thinking, and I remembered that the lips of wisdom are closed except to the ears of understanding. That is a Hermetic quote from the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus. Yes, that's how I was taught to pronounce it. Since then, I have heard that the popular pronunciation is Hermes Trismegistus. But according to Greco-Latin pronunciation rules, it should be a hard G. So I'm sticking with what I originally learned. In any case, we are referring to the ancient Egyptian master from Atlantis known as Thoth. So, how do we pronounce that? No one knows for sure because it's way too far back in antiquity. Are the H's silent? Maybe. That would be tot or tot. Is TH pronounced together like thuff? Maybe. I refer to him as Tota. We do know this. He was master of the moon, writing, magic, and wisdom. I'm not sure it is super important to properly pronounce it. I mean, words are important, but it's the intention that creates the vibrating energy meeting the proper frequency. So say if I pray, "Oh Lord," in an American Yankee accent, or if I use an Irish "Oh Laird" accent, I think I just insulted an entire country. I mean, that was the worst wannabe Irish accent I think I've ever done in my life. I have a wee bit of Irish in me myself, so maybe I can get forgiven for that one. Anyway, the spirit you are calling to or praying to will still hear you. So use the pronunciations that are most comfortable for you. The spirit you are reaching for will hear you. But I digress a little bit there. We'll get into Hermetics further another time. What I was saying is right now we have very few subscribers, and I found it concerning. But then I also remembered that in the days of Tota, the truth was highly sought. People would travel from the ends of the earth to attend his school and hear his wisdoms. That took desire. Apparently it still does. When he passed from this world, and I don't mean died, the words of knowledge had to become occulted or hidden because the information had to be protected from becoming polluted. It was dispersed in bits, in pieces, and you will find some of it in organized man-made religions, some in the Christian Bible, Hinduism, Judaism, just about everywhere. But now the acolyte has had to become the searcher. You have to be the seeker. Learning theology and putting puzzles together. However, we seem to find ourselves in a particularly age of laziness. People want things handed to them. They don't want to have to figure it out. So maybe this school, wouldn't be attractive because you have to do your work. You have to take your power back. No one else can do that for you. No one can hand it to you. You must develop yourself by learning and integrating the knowledge. And that takes a sincere desire and devotion. So the ones that are here are the ones with the eyes to see and the ears to hear. And you are the only ones that are supposed to find this information. As it has always been through the ages, the few carry the light and pass it on as is fit for the time. And we still might find the 100th monkey. Anyway, you will be the next adepts and masters and leaders. I'm going to give you another quote from the Kabbalion. There were always the few to tend faithfully to the altar of truth upon which was kept the perpetual lamp of wisdom. That lights requires dedication. And one more quote before we move on. Oh, let not the flame die out, cherished age after age in its dark, dark cavern, in its holy temples cherished and fed by pure ministers of love. Let not the flame die out. End quote. This is going to be up to you, my beautiful lights. Up to you. You decide. So I guess it doesn't really matter to me if I have numerous subscribers or just a few. As long as I have the true hearts and the real ones that are supposed to be here, I am intent on passing the flame to you. Okay, I want to give you a grounding exercise, but before I do that, I want to give you a power call. This can be done before the grounding exercise. If you do it before the grounding exercise, I would suggest you do it with a tone of invitation. If you do it after the grounding exercise, or you can also do it as a standalone. And in both those cases, before the after the grounding exercise or as a standalone, use a tone of command. I'm going to give you the words, but I just want you to know that it's a good idea to call your angels in and make sure that you're surrounded. I'll repeat, I'll repeat these a couple of times for you, but try to get as many as you can. As you're standing, you're going to want to hold your hands like in a 45 degree. Do you see that? Okay, here we go. I call my pieces and powers back to me from all peoples, dimensions, space, time, and planes. The cords are cut. Return home to me now. I clear myself of all negativities, including programs, contracts, and unhealthy cords. This I do for the highest good of all. So it is, so mote it be. As I said, you're going to want to stand when you do that. You're going to want to hold your palms out, as I said, kind of on a slant, about shoulder height. And when you get to the return home to me now part, pull your hands in. You're going to want to bring them into prayer position and then fold them into you and then splay them over your high heart and your heart center. I'm going to repeat it. I call my pieces and powers back to me from all people's dimensions, space, time, and planes. The cords are cut. Return home to me now. I clear myself of all negativities, including programs, contracts, and unhealthy cords. This I do for the highest good of all. So it is, so mote it be. Remember, always, always, always remember, lights. Mind is the builder. Okay, let me take you into the grounding exercise. As I said, you will you're going to want to learn this well. You're going to want to learn this well. Okay, I think I can explain it from here. You're going to stand with your feet hip distance apart. Women always seem to think that their hips are wider than they really are, so just figure about 6 inches in between your feet. Try to pick your toes up a little while your heels and the ball of your foot. That is the life point chakra. You want to feel this part of your foot going down and this part of your foot going down. That will put your legs into a flex. Stand straight, but allow yourself to relax. You're going to see a laser coming down from the universe, and it will go into your soul star, which is probably 6 to 12 inches above your head. To image it, think of a gold rutilated clear quartz ball, and when the laser touches it, it begins to spin more. So then it will continue on through your chakras. Of course, you have your eyes closed for this. This is the best way to image. Did I say that? You're going to bring it down to your high heart chakra, which is right in between the throat and the heart, right there. When it gets to your sacred heart, it will split into 3 and it will proceed down each arm as well as the rest of the main chakras, pretty much at the same time. So you're going to bring it down. You will feel it. There's another crown chakra in the middle of your hand, and you have chakras in all of your fingertips as well. They'll light up, but allow the energy to continue to fall from both hands. Continue to bring the laser light down to the root chakra where it will split again and it will go down each leg. You will feel it in the life point chakra of your foot, and then both will come from the legs into the earth star chakra, as well as the energy coming off your hands. It will all combine right here. And if you want to image that, it is like a burgundy brown color. And then you will see the laser light continue down, 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 down until it gets to the middle of Mother Earth. When it reaches there, you will see it explode horizontally. So it's like that. Don't be surprised if your eyes fly open at that point in time. Mine always do. You are grounded. You're going to want to stomp your feet a little. You're going to want to rub and clap your hands. You might want to shake them a bit. Be sure to say thank you to Mother Earth and your angels, either silently or out loud. The more you do this, the more you practice this grounding exercise, the faster it'll go. You'll be surprised how quickly it goes for you after a while. This is the first step for firing the grid in light working. So it's important that you know this and you get this down pat like that, so that you don't really even have to think about it. You'll be so surprised how quickly it sails. I feel like I'm forgetting something. No. If you feel like you're off kilter, or you're knocking things over, or you're setting things down and you just can't, where did I put it? Why did I walk in here? Use that grounding exercise. Here's your affirmation for the week, lights. I am cool-headed, collected, and confident. I am peaceful. I gave you a heart because I'm sending you love. I am cool-headed, collected, and confident. I am peaceful. Thank you so much for coming to class today. Class is dismissed.